What's up, everybody? We're back here with Devin Koepke with Snap Koepkeeps, brought to you by Team Cardhoarder, playing against our fellow Team Cardhoarder member, Ketter. I don't know what he's playing, but we're going to mulligan this hand because it's a stinker. Which doesn't do anything, you know. Can't even spend this on search, or can't even spend search on turn one. This is a combo, the womboest of combos, but it's not very good, and we definitely need more lands. Also, we have no interaction. I'm not saying we want to interact all the time, because there are matchups where you don't want to interact, but, you know, it's better to edge on the side of caution. So we're going to mulligan this hand. He mulliganed as well. So this hand's not great, but I think it's a fine 6, and our scry could be something awesome, I guess. Also, there's a piece of interaction. Scape shift. Do we want this scape shift? My first thought is no. So I'm going to put that bad boy to the bottom. I think we just don't have the tools to utilize scape shift in this with our hand currently. It's not very good because we need to get to 7. The earliest we can cast it is turn 6. So like, I don't know. A lot of modern decks kill you on turn 6, and if not, they have found enough counter spells or what have you to get rid of the scape shift. Okay, Gitaxian Probe isn't good. Probably means another combo deck. Oh, Pendelhaven, I see. Well, B's and G's, we're dead. And we drew a land. Wonderful. I don't know what to do. We're already put at a pretty big disadvantage because if this is what I think it is, and I think it's Infect, judging by the Gitaxian Probe and the Pendelhaven and the Noble Hierarch. This is a bad matchup, and we're going to die. Stat. So I'm just going to play Stomping Ground untapped and cast this Search for Tomorrow. I don't really want to bolt the Noble Hierarch, and I know that it allows for some busted turn 2s, which like play a Blighted Agent, hold up, you know, anti-removal spell, be it Apostle's Blessing or Vines, but I think we just gotta get the ball rolling. This is not a matchup where you can mess around and, you know, be bolting Noble Hierarchs. You could also draw an Anger. Man, Anger would be sweet. Alright, yeah. Now he has like double anti-removal spell up. This might be a quickie. Unless we draw another bolt. We draw another bolt, slights out Guerrilla Radio, I think, but it also stops us from dying. Okay, yeah, that's actually a super good draw. Because then it can block his Glistener Elf and not trade, but just, you know, soak up some damage. It's a time walk, essentially, which I like time walks that get you a land. That is also a snake. Snake walk. It's kind of like cakewalk. I'm just going to get Stomping Ground here. Our life total is never going to be under duress in this matchup. And we might need double green for Scape Shift, Prime Time, you know, multiple green spells. There's a lot of reasons to get 2 forests here. Or to have 2 forests on the battlefield. Oh no. Huh? Okay. I was like, what? Don't twisted image my secure tribal or anything but that. Anything but the twist. Oh, yeah, you're gonna... Do we want to block here? I think we have to. We're just at a risk of dying. The thought had crossed my mind to not block, though. Next turn, our search is going to be coming off suspend. If we draw an Anger of the Gods, that would be the dopest dope. And I think we'd be moderately ahead if we drew an Anger. If Valakuts ever come online, that'd be another way to fight off the menace, but I don't like to count my chickens. My chickadees. Alright. Explore was fine. Any sort of action is good. Ramp spell of that nature, so. Alright, well Valakut was not good. So instead of playing the other Valakut, even though it seems like face up I should play the other Valakut, I'm going to be playing this mountain because next turn we can play the mountain from our hand and attempt to kill the Glistener Elf. I feel like we're just going to die on our turn, though, unless his hand's just poop soup. If we don't, we definitely have the inevitability, for certain. Because our lands deal him damage. Not him. Well, maybe him. It's pretty unclear. Yeah, we're dead. Good night, friends. This is typically a pretty bad sign. Pretty bad sign. He's playing Vines of Westwood first so that he can play around one removal spell for sure. Unless, I don't know. And now any pump spell like kills me, so it's not great. Not in the best of spots. What was that? Okay. Oh yeah, we're dead. Good night, friends. Because of the Exalted trigger. What were we drawing? Huh! Oh, we would have won. Man, what a beat. We would have won the game. Alright, Chalice of the Void on 1. They only have, what, 8 spells that cost 2? Well, not 2, but not 1. Being Become Immense and the Blighted Agent. Anger of the Gods, killing things is good. Sudden Shock, probably the best sideboard card in this matchup. Malira, if we ever draw it, could potentially shut down some things. Ancient Grudge could be a possibility, but like it only kills Nexus. I guess it could kill Spellskite too, because he's probably bringing in Spellskite. Maybe not. We're gonna not board this in for right now. I typically wouldn't if I was in a tournament. So I think overboarding is a serious case of the no-nos, and I think Ancient Grudge is just bad enough in this matchup to where you're not supposed to bring it in. Colony Heart Expedition seems poor. Too slow. Prismatic Omen. I feel like Prismatic Omen is pretty poor too, but it's pretty unclear. We want to keep Secure Tribe rather. We want to keep Summon Respect because it finds our Malira. I'm going to shave Escape Shift and a Prismatic Omen. Escape Shift's relatively slow. Prismatic Omen's relatively slow. Seems like a natural fit. Make sure I'm not missing anything in this board. This could be for Become Immense, but once again, overboarding. It's pretty slow. Low impact. Like they can still just attack me for 1,000,000 with their Infectors, just with like Noble Hierarchs and Pendlehavens and stuff. So we're gonna board like this and hope things go accordingly. Also, our turn 1 hand would have definitely lost because it had 1 land. But imagine if it had 2 lands. Still would have been bad. You don't believe me, but it would have. It would have. I wonder what he's thinking about. It's like, man, we browned that guy. And then he just goes on his merry way because it's camp. The jovial fellow. I guess he couldn't be... He's probably not known for playing Infect. This might be one of his first times playing it. And I guess sideboarding in the beginning is moderately difficult. He might come down with a case of the overboards We should start that, by the way. For all the people that are watching this, start overboards. The case of the overboards. It just sounds like a disease, you know? It's like what happened to that guy. Case of the overboards. Now he's dead. Play first. Speed is important. Oof. I don't know if we could have drew up a better hand than this. This hand is... Wowie. Literally just has everything we want. You know, he plays Glistener Elf on 1, we kill it. We have a ramp spell in case that is necessary, which it's not. This Chalice is... I mean, Chalice is lights out against him, unless he has the 3-mana 2/2. The Infector. Its name escapes me. And then Malira is, well, Malira, so. If I could draw up a 7, I don't think it would be better. Couldn't picture a better 7. My opponent also mulliganed. Feeling okay. I don't know, though. I'm really excited to see how I'm going to lose this game. Really excited. Okay. Be a Glistener Elf. Don't be noble. Yes. We're doing it. It's all falling into place. Into place. Lightning Bolt targeting Glistener Elf. I see. Resolves. Strong. Palace of the Hoid for Un. Good night, friend. Good night. This deck's great. I love everything. You know, I love life and everything in it. Oh, that's countered. Whew. Whew. Dang. We're pretty smart individuals for playing that Chalice on 1, huh? Got this Malira too. So the reason he's casting 1-drops, unless he just plumb forgot about Chalice of the Void, was that Become Immense. He wants to... I don't know what that means, but I know that he means it. I assume it has something to do with our great draw. I'm probably... Do you cast a Chalice for 2 here? Like, say you draw a land, Chalice for 2. I don't think you do, especially now that he's played his Blighted Agent. Blighted Agent. Huh. I'm pretty sure I'm attacking. Ooh, I guess he could have that 1 card. Dryad Arbor. Why it would be in his deck, unclear. But could definitely be in his deck. I don't think we're ever Chalicing on 2. So might just want to get a backup Chalice on 1. He kind of shuts down his whole deck, you know, so. How many basics we got? 1. It's weird because we have a Valakut in play and we have Escape Shift. I guess if I get I guess it's the same clock, so getting a Forest here is fine. Because the Valakut's not going to come online before the Escape Shift is going to kill him. That's probably pretty reasonable. Probably pretty reasonable. I'm going to attack with this. If he has Dryad Arbor, oh, we'll see. Doesn't have Dryad Arbor, so definitely attacking now. Bang, bang. Can't block his Blighted Agent anyway. His Inkmoth Nexus doesn't deal damage because of... No, I do not want to concede the game. I want to turn off auto yields. Oh, I see. We could be dead now, because this card's really powerful. This card says whenever one of his creatures get targeted by a spell, it gets +3/+3 until the end of turn. So he could really do some damage. Not gonna crack my Tri-Belder here because we only have 4 lands. If we ever draw a 5th land, we could do it. If we draw a Prismatic Omen, that doesn't matter. Nothing matters essentially for, and like this Cure Tri-Belder is definitely good for a point of damage face value. So we're just gonna get our snake in there. He's gonna slither in there. Yeah. A Sudden Shock. How does Sudden Shock work with that card? With this card is Wild Defiance. He still gets +3/+3. All right. Similar to Counterbalance. So if you Crossing Grip a Counterbalance and they have a 3 on top, your Counterbalance is still countered. So even though you can't respond, your triggers still go on the stack. Definitely going to be sacking our Secure Tri-Belder here on my turn, or on his turn, because a land kills him and any ramp spell kills him. Most of our ramp spells cost 2. Gives us 6 mana. I just hope we don't die here to this unbelievable combo of cards. I hope he doesn't know about Malira Inkmoth Nexus. All right, he's gonna get learned today, because Inkmoth Nexus doesn't deal damage. If you watch, I'm gonna go to 14. Yep. Layering. Ask a judge. I don't know why it happens, but I know that it happens. I know that it happens. Just going to get another forest here. We're going to stay on the trend of not trying to activate our Valakut. Okay, well, yeah, he is certainly dead. I think this is how this works. I think whenever these 2 cards are in play, he is certainly dead. Alright, know how that works? How does Valakut read? Yeah, I'm just gonna sack all my lands, get 2 Valakuts and a bunch of mountains. There's gonna be a lot of damage. There's gonna be a lot of triggers happening. I hope. Hope I didn't mess this one up. My computer is freaking out. Oh no, I did mess it up! It's gotta be 7. Oh no, I didn't mess it up. Thank gosh. Woo! Woo! My cat's freaking out over here. She's like, Devin, are you in distress? Did you just mess up the Valakut Prismatic Omen combo? Why would you do that? Get Macaroni Pepperoni. Oh no, what is he saying now? He's punk. Jovial punk. What are you doing? I'm assigning this. I think he conceded. Alright, we're back. Moto died for a minute. I'm not really sure what happened, but it doesn't matter now because we're safe. We're secret and safe. We're not going to make any sideboard changes. Even though we saw the enchantment, I think boarding in that card just for the enchantment and Inkmoth Nexus is wrong. Our hand is poop, and we cannot keep it. It's actually like fine, but it's definitely not keepable in this matchup. Just no interaction. Ooh, I'm keeping this one. I don't care. I can be bastardized or ostracized. One of the two. We're gonna keep this forest on top because we need lands. I could be yelled at for keeping a 1-lander on the draw, but this is a hell of a 1-lander. Double interaction spell, the knockout, and then 2 ramp spells. I can definitely get behind this. We're gonna lightning bolt this Noble Hierarch to keep him off of the mana advantage, and because we have a backup lightning bolt, we also only have 1 red source, and we have no idea how long this game's gonna go, so that we don't know if we can hold up 2 lightning bolts in a turn. So we're just going to snap this one off right here. And then hopefully it's good enough to slow him down. Hopefully he kept like a 1-lander. That'd be gasoline. Okay, he did. He did. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna try to slow him down while simultaneously speed us up. He did keep a one-lander. I think it's fine, especially with double noble, but like he could very easily draw a land here and then pop out of it. I think he's trying to think if he could like double mutagenic his guy. He might want to. How is he winning if he double mutagenics his guy? I don't know. Maybe he's just tilting over there. Suspend. Let it be known that aggressive mulliganing in matchups where you need it is absolute necessity if you want to win the match. We could have very easily kept our 7. It was like fine, but it wasn't great. We didn't, and we got rewarded with a pretty decent hand. Oh. We're just gonna play Malira because this is a lot of security, and the sudden shock is obviously like we're running really well right now. We also have the Kessid Wolf run to assemble battering ram Malira. Yeah, we're not blocking. Yeah, we're definitely not blocking here. There's just so many things that he could have that could kill our Malira. And 1 point of damage isn't gonna be the end of the world. 1 point of actual damage, not infect damage. Is he gonna do 5-us? Ooh, nice. Alrighty. He lightning bolted us essentially. Well, I mean, lightning bolt plus creature. He also drew a land, which is fine. We just needed to gain enough tempo to have him not kill us on the first couple turns, and gonna get a mountain here. I don't think it really matters. I mean, we're literally running hotter than the sun, so guess I'll take it. Take it when I can get it. Chalice, obviously, great draw. I'm going to attack and hold up Sudden Shock. I don't know what he can do, but I know he can't beat a Sudden Shock. It's just so good versus his deck, it's unreal. And we can cast Farseek next turn. Getting to 5 mana isn't a necessity. If he goes hamburgers here, I'm fairly certain. Yeah, he didn't. He just attacked me for 1. But if he went hamburgers, I'm fairly certain that I would have Sudden Shocked. Alright, this turn is a good turn to Farseek, because then we'll have 6 mana. 6 mana is pretty important for this deck. My eye itches. Got a case of the itis. Itis? Man, that would have been such a good joke if I would have said it right. Got a case of the itis. Just didn't say it right. Back to my mediocre comedian. Just can't say words today. It was a bad day, alright? Don't judge me. Don't judge me and my words. Gonna get a Stomping Ground because we don't want to draw that and take 2 life, even though like it doesn't matter. It's also a really good card to get off Farseek because it's dual land. Dual lands are the heat. I kind of just want to sudden shock, like hold and then sudden shock him. I'm not going to, but you can imagine if I did. Just put the fear of God in him. That God fear. I'm gonna pump my lady for 1, I think. Doesn't shorten the clock at all, but well, I guess it does if I continually pump her. see either. What a tilt. All right, we're going to activate our Kessid Wolf Run, targeting our Malira. Tap our basic lands so that we can hold up as many tricks as possible and give while still holding up Sudden Shock. I was trying to figure out where that point was going. It was going nowhere. FYI. I'm expecting like a Vendilion click. Vendilion click me, sir. What cup is this? Got a Santa mug ready for Christmas. Why didn't you block? He does have a Dryad Arbor. Why didn't he block? Uh-oh. Okay. Countered, sir. I'm gonna Sudden Shock his Dryad Arbor to make room for La Malira. La Malira. I do not believe he can activate his Pendlehaven in response to the Sudden Shock. If he can, however, it is not because he is better than me, it is because I am a dummy. And he is better than me. Get it straight. So I think casting Scapeshift is the right call. But overrun it because it plays around Dismember. And Twisted Image. But I'm all about that flavor. And if Malira can hold down the fort and kill him with Kessid Wolf Run Malira combo, the battering ram that is that, yeah, I'm in. Why not? What can he do? Dismember costs 4 life. Twisted Image would be pretty good, though. I do agree with that. Alright. For flavor. Don't blow me out. Let's go. Ooh, it tastes so good. Alright, well, we now know what he's on. I'm still scared about the next match. But, you know, we won this one. See you in a bit, I guess.